And join alongside our analyst, Dave Reid. So the winning continues for Canada, a perfect preliminary round, and now a 4-0 victory over Latvia, which means they've got the semifinals on Saturday, where they will be taking on a familiar foe in Sweden. Now, when it comes to the tournament as a whole, Porter Martone and Gavin McKenna may be two of the best to do it for Canada at this event. But when it came to their game against Latvia, relatively quiet, right? Just a goal and an assist. But it didn't matter on Thursday because of the rest of the supporting cast.
Well, let's hope they were saving their points for the semifinal game against Sweden. No question that Gavin McKenna has been outstanding throughout this tournament. He came in with a lot of hype, expected to be the top pick in 2006. And you know what? He's showing everybody just why everybody's talking about him being that good. His ability to go end-to-end with the puck, with skill, with timing. This is a perfect example. Loses his stick, is able to regroup it. The edge work that he has, the ability to find teammates is just absolutely remarkable. And the teammate that he finds the most is his line mate, Porter Martone. Porter Martone is 6'3". He's big, he's solid, he's the captain of this team. He's returning from last year's U18 tournament. The two of these guys have been pretty much unstoppable through this tournament, and they have been a lot of fun to watch. And a lot of times you just drop your jaw going, did he just do that? That's the way these guys have played throughout this tournament.
The numbers are fantastic, and the records are starting to fall, at least when it comes to the Canadian records at this event. Gavin McKenna now tied with Tyson Jost and Macklin Celebrini for the most points at a single tournament by a Canadian, while Porter Martone now just a point back of the all-time Canadian record. Connor Bedard set that one. 21 points when they won gold just a few years ago. So that's when it comes to the offense. When it comes to the net situation for Canada, a good problem to have, right? You've got this dynamic other duo of Ryerson Leenders as well as Carter George. And George has kind of taken over the workload here. They were both sensational at the Hlinka Gretzky, both top two when it came to goals against, or excuse me, save percentage in the OHL in the regular season. And Carter George, second shutout of the tournament for him in that quarterfinal. Got shaken up a little bit against Latvia, but was ending up named the player of the game.
And rightfully so. In a 4-0 win, you don't always expect the goaltender to get the player of the game, especially when you think Canada-Latvia. This should be a larger margin of victory, but it wasn't so. Carter George being fantastic throughout the tournament. He was absolutely tremendous against Latvia with 12 stops in the first period, and a lot of them from some turnovers by his team in front of him. The Thunderbird native has really proven that he is the #1 goaltender in this team. He started in the nets with a 6-3 win against Sweden, and he has rolled along since. And just when his team starts to let down a little bit, give an opportunity or two against, Carter George has been the backbone of the defense for this team. There are a lot of great players on this team. There'll be a lot of names you're going to hear in the National Hockey League in a few years. The way Carter George is playing, you will hear his name because he has been absolutely tremendous in this tournament. And probably a little bit overlooked because there's so much offense on this team, but goaltending has been a huge part of this team's success in the tournament.
So total off day for the tournament on Friday, semifinals Saturday. Next up, I guess we could call it rematches Saturday, because U.S. and Slovakia not only met in the first game of the preliminary round this year, but they met in the semifinals last year, as did Canada and Sweden. Exact same scenario. So we'll see the defending champs and the Slovaks first up on semifinal Saturday, and then it is Canada and Sweden. Sweden beat Canada 7-2 in the semifinal last year. We'll see what this one has in store as Canada looking to flip the script. We'll be on the air at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific. We hope to see you then.